Hi, my name is Cherry, and our TOK Summer Reading was Meditations of First Philosophy by Rene Descartes. So to answer the first question, what knowledge does the author doubt? Um, Basically, the author doubts everything around him. He doubts the given truth that was presented to him, the truth that he was born and raised with, the truth that he has learned, the truth that he was taught, the truth that he has acquired until now. And these truths that he has doubt fundamentally stems his world, his perception, his basis of living. What you are taught, you use. You remember consciously or subconsciously. These truths build up who you are. And by doubting these truths basically means that he doubts his whole world, his whole reality. Everything around him, he doubts. These doubts also leads to greater doubts of mathematic numbers and laws, theories of the world, and so on, to ask if they even exist. He also specified what attributes in his doubt, such as our senses, the senses of sight, smell, touch, hear, taste. He mentioned why he doubts this, which would be mentioned in the second question, but since he doubts all of this and the senses, which is what recognizes the truth, he basically doubts everything in the world. He doubts if it actually exists or are just imagery or just imagined and objects formed by the mind. So the second question is, why does he doubt it? I want to go first that the truth, our reality, stems from what we are taught and by our experiences. And our experiences are acquired through our senses. As I mentioned, sight, sound, taste. What we know, we know things by our senses. As you know the phrase, don't believe it until you see it. But then what if what you're seeing is a lie? Then that just opens so many doors that what is the truth? He also mentions that senses can be deceiving, especially as he points out when the object or entity is far away, because our senses can't fully acknowledge them with like our greatest abilities. Also comparing reality to dreams. Whereas in the present moment of the dream, when he is sleeping, even with his senses completely functional, in that time he believes that the dream is real. What he feels, what he sees, what he touches are real entities. But then they're not, because he's dreaming. And that allows us to question our senses if they are the truth or they can deceive us, which is why he doubts. Why he has so many doubts. Why he basically doubts. Okay, to the third question. How does he propose to resolve his doubts? The proposition that he has made was to get rid of all the truth that you have learned, clear your mind of all bases, and start new. Also, he mentioned the talk of a piece of wax. He first mentioned the properties of the wax in room temperature, freshly picked, solid, hard, cold, with the smell of flowers. When you hit it, it has a sound. And he talks about the properties again when the wax is heated, which is now in a liquid form. The size is increased. The sound differs when you hit it. But yet we still all know that it's the same wax. It has just changed through heat, through temperature. So that is what he proposed. We can understand the truth. we still know that that's the same piece of whack, even if our senses tells us that it's not. We see that from a ball or heart form, it's now moving like a liquid. We can touch that is not hard, it is liquidy. We can hear that when we hit it, it's not the same sound as when it was hard, where it's hit and hard sound. And we can smell that it doesn't smell like flowers anymore. It smells like the coals, or no smell because the smell has evaporated. He concludes that we can know the truth by understanding what it is, by understanding the world, by grasping the concept. So to answer the fourth question, what are the things in life do you have radical doubts about, and why? I have several doubts in my life. One is my existence, my purpose in the world, and the world I live in. Life, I believe it's absolutely incredible. It's unexplainable. We can't explain life. But am I really here? That's the question. Is this really it? Like, is this my world? I see starving children on the street. I see from articles children starving in Africa, and to realize that their whole world is completely different than to mine, even if we're born on the same day, in the same world, gender the same, woman, girl, at the same age, we have completely different lives. Like, is this all a facade, or is this my life that I'm living in? Is there someone watching me, or am I just living by myself? Is there a purpose to what I'm living into? The repetition of school and the schedule are so tedious that makes me question why I'm living here, like my existence. What am I doing here? Am I supposed to live, get good grades, and die with no marks left, with nothing? Or is there another purpose I can serve? Yeah. It's just, I question my existence. And I hope you enjoy watching this video, even though there's a little like hesitation and fragments and stop moments. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you, Mr. Neller. See you, Mr. Neller. Bye.